went through one of the biggest catastrophes in its history, and we are destined to bounce back. I came up with a list of priorities that I find are essential in our country bouncing back. To top the list, I want to solve the emergency shelter issue, which is still going on in the festival village. I'm aware that a number of persons are still in the shelters, and we are 5 months away from our next hurricane season. Resolving the living situation of these persons is my top priority as minister. Together with the Ministry of VSA, we will work to ensure that this situation is addressed with all factors impacting these persons taken into consideration. Additionally, our lack of emergency housing became very apparent in the aftermath of the last hurricane season. VROMI is in discussions to have more permanent solutions and will be evaluating the feasibility of implementing at least one or two of these in the meantime or in time for the next hurricane season, which begins in June. Carnival is a must. The St. Martin people need to rejoice their St. Martin strong, especially after what we went through last year, and I will see to it, being responsible for this, that the St. Martin people can have a clean and free festival village in time for Carnival. Second is the roof repair program. Currently, it's still in its initial phase, it's still going on, and homeowners can come to the Ministry of VROMI and request roof repair relief, but with strict conditions. Third, infrastructure repair. We will continue with the 10th EDF planned upgrading of the 80 Illage Road in Lower Princess Quarter, that's Dutch Quarter, and additional road repair and maintenance. Street and traffic lights need to be addressed, and road markings. Potholes, we are very famous for our potholes. The one across Motor World is the most famous one right now. They also need to be fixed in a rush, in speed. Key to these infrastructural changes are the development and installation of connecting sewage pump stations from Foga Estate, which is behind Melford Hazel Sport Hall, including the government building, and Tamarind Estate, where the old VROMI building is located. All of these sewage pumps are to be connected to the sewage plant on 80 Illage Road.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more, however you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right, get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah, right. Accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NV.
Things though I like to share from the perspectives of the workers, because we started as unions under the umbrella of the Windward Island Chamber of Labor Unions, with the whole process of showing that St. Martin is strong because St. Martin workers are strong. So we are aware that a number of workers are now unemployed, and when it pertains to the sickness insurance, I would like to inform that workers have up to a year after the benefit of this coverage of sickness insurance, even though they are unemployed. We are looking as unions at a more, social protection floor. So we are now looking at more having unemployment fund versus the Sistantia that is being used. But we also would like to encourage a number of workers to get unionized, to be unionized, because over the last weeks and months after hurricane, I have seen a number of workers being successful in their efforts of getting what they deserve by using the process of being a member of the union and also the collective bargaining agreement. Basically, they would have to check out their benefits, because a number of businesses are using hurricane as a means of saying, well, we cannot continue, we have to dismiss our workers. That process sometimes is handled by a number of businesses, very illegal, because, for example, the first thing, the non-payment of wages, a number of workers have months they have not collected wages, waiting for, according to the employers, the business interruption insurance. When you look at it good, not paying the workers their salary is illegal. So therefore, these are things where even if you're not in a union, you should take contact with the labor office and make sure you know your rights. For the unemployed, once you're unemployed, you can go to the SZV also for the continuation of your medical card. Even if it expires during that process or during the period, you have up to 1 year that you would be able to get coverage, basically based on the fact that you were a worker. So basically, these are some of the things too that we have to highlight, because people are not aware of some of these things, and we do hope that in the future we can have more programs where, as unions, we can also expose and teach our members their rights and their benefits and their obligations in the Workers St. Martin Strong platform. The workers, you are the ones that carry St. Martin. You are the ones that have done this process of rebuilding St. Martin in the past, and you will continue to rebuild. But it's time, as unions, we also demand that workers cannot continue to live and to be marginalized and to live in poverty. That is one of the things that we have to make sure that it's in place, that workers get their fair share of economic development while rebuilding their country after these two storms. So from the workers' organization, we are also committed in ensuring that these benefits be put in place by whichever government, whether it's a snapshot, long shot, short snap governments, the governments that are coming, that are there, that come to the people for their votes, they have to make sure that our people are well taken care of, the quality care, whether it is medical or when it comes to the wages, that the quality care is there and that the people can continue to provide for themselves and their family.
We will continue insisting on the quality that we know is the highest, that the international standard is the ISO 901, that we deserve, you understand? We were going to have to also protect the little earnings because the social insurance funds are also capped because not everyone pays into that funding. So technically, most of it is coming out of this funding here to subsidize whatever is happening there. And we have absolutely no say how it's being managed either. Okay? So we are trying to avoid and see to it that there's guarantees put in place that will guarantee the patient, our families, the worker, that the quality is there for them. We need, and as explained earlier, the sustainable alternative healthcare funding is important. Don't only look to workers to foot the bill. There's other places, other areas that it can be paid for. You understand? And government also, who's delinquent in its payment into the insurance funds, pay your bill also on a timely manner. But also within the kingdom, guarantee that we are citizens of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. See to it that all parties foot their fair share and treat everyone within the kingdom equally and guarantee our health care where that is concerned. You look at the whole voucher issue, which is an insult to people who have been standing there in long lines as if they were begging. No remorse for those elderly or those that were in a disadvantaged health condition. Some didn't even reach there. We always criticize, and we've been very critical of the whole process there because there was absolutely no distinction between the young, the healthy, the elderly, etc. And we know that most of the process was just, a great part of it was bogusly conducted. There's absolutely no data. The Red Cross also carry out a part of the voucher program, and they discover also that neither government kept data. There was no correlation of data whereby they could have cross-reference, to see who got by government side already and who deserve really to get on their side.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 fun mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of fun miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free fun miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles from within your reach.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25.
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
You're a very hard working man. I hear a lot of people talk about that. When hurricane come upon us, the following day I understood, right after the following day, you were out on the road helping people, moving debris, and all sorts of ways that people needed help. What prompted you to do that?
You know, but it's a natural reaction. This is my country, you know. In addition to that, I think one of the hardest things any minister would want, especially the minister responsible for infrastructure, housing, roads, environment, to have a natural disaster to the magnitude of the one we have seen with Hurricane Irma. And we worked hard. We worked hard. In 2 weeks, this island was movable in terms of traffic. It was difficult in the beginning because it was a bit chaotic. Police here, Marines here, you know, so the movability was tough, curfew. But I gotta thank, not me, but you see the people like Leah, like Alan, like Boncampa, like Maria, like Irma, and yes, that's their names, you know. I mean, they are the real heroes. They are the real heroes. I would go out 2 and 3 in the morning, Pablo, and they are out there watching the cleanup, moving the trucks, coordinating, organizing. They are the real heroes to the success as to why the island has bounced back so quickly. Yes, I may have been the minister, and I was out there too. It's a natural reaction that you want to do for your people, for your community, for your neighborhood, for your country. You know, a lot of political jabs can be thrown here and there. But there's facts and there's fiction. The ministry of Vromi worked, helping every other ministry with every other issue there was. Whether it was the distribution of food, whether it was the garden of fuel, whether it was moving fuel. I moved fuel. I drove tanker trucks. I escorted trucks back and forth. I guarded gas station. I pumped gasoline and diesel. I escorted police officers during that period of time. But no one can question, no one can argue with a cleanup effort on the island. No one can argue with it. And this is why when I said, pay the individuals, you pay those contractors, pay them. Because the kind of work that was done, you can't argue with the effort that was put in for the cleanup of this island. You can't argue with it. Now there are those who want to muddy the water when it comes to, yes, you may have cleaned up the island well, but the salvaging and the boats, and we had 150-ton crane and you didn't want to do this and didn't want to do that. Yes, I didn't want it to do that. And I would repeat it here just like I would repeat it on every other program. It was an illegal barge that came into our waters. There are laws and there are rules. And not because, given the devastation and disaster that we're in, we should allow things to happen just carte blanche. Just leave it happen because of a situation. No. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Thus far, when I left office, we have given out over 200 salvaging permits. So they can, whoever wants to say can say whatever they want. It's a case of damn if you do and damn if you don't. So you just should remain focused and do what the people have asked you to do for them. But the Ministry of Vermi, the staff, myself, we have worked, and we work extremely hard. No one can argue with it. A week and 2 weeks, you could have drove anywhere on this island. Water was restored. Electricity was restored. And it was a serious hurricane and a serious blow. So I'm comfortable in the position. When people ask the question how I feel relating to the efforts, I feel good. I feel extremely good. And I thank my staff, I thank the individuals in the other ministry, because they themselves have worked extremely hard.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
1,
2,
3,
4. This is how common it is to develop a mental illness. 1 out of every 4.
4,
4.
But there is hope. Today, most mental illnesses can be managed and treated. Visit your general doctor if you feel concerned about your thoughts and behaviors or have some difficulty dealing with some of life's issues.
If you have been diagnosed and are suffering from a mental illness, keep in mind these 4 points to help you manage your mental health.
1. Get regular checkups with your general doctor.
2. Stay on your treatment plan to prevent relapses.
3. Find a strong support group in your family and friends.
And 4. Never be afraid to ask for help and look out for the warning signs of your illness. Remember, you are not alone. We are as close as one.
2.
3.
4.
Learn about mental health illness by going to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
How would it feel to be the president of the Frontside Carnival Committee?
Well, I have to say it's an overwhelming feeling actually. After having been the general secretary for the past 3 years and now being elected, I think it concludes actually what I was working towards to. Actually, we would say it like that. So yeah. However, it's a challenging one because this is my first carnival edition and it's the first one right after Irma. So it's like the president, Jean-Philippe, actually left me with a poison. But yes, but it's I have to say I'm still grateful actually for being the president of the Carnival Committee.
Now, I understand that since you take over the task and the hurricane comes, there's no Carnival village, so you have to keep all the activities at another location. Could you explain for those who need to come over to the Frontside to see about the Carnival and those who are off island?
Exactly.
A couple of changes.
Exactly. So just like everyone, the Carnival Committee was not spared from the damages of the hurricane. So our village, which was located in Galleys Bay, was completely destroyed, and taking into consideration the different assessment and financial means that it would take in order for us to put it back, we took, I would say, a good decision actually, and not putting back the village there for the 2018 season, and we're going to be having all of our events on the waterfront. So there is a good and bad actually in the Irma situation. We lost our village, yes, but the positive side about it is that it's going to give us the time and to sit down, of course, with the government and study and see the feasibility of having a permanent structure, something that would not only benefit the Carnival Committee, but also other cultural associations that may want to have events. So we're going to be studying into having a permanent venue,
I'm not sure if it will be at the same location, but however, this is one of the missions that we will be carrying out after the carnival season, the 2000 carnival season is finished.
Now, Carnival is going to start away on the front side from February the 10th.
Yes.
It's going to end on February the 14th.
That's correct.
My calculation is still good. That's only 4 days. Why
It's
so
actually 5 days.
It's 5 days.
Yes, it's actually 5 days. Like I mentioned, we are in a particular situation this year because it's right after the hurricane. Financially, it's kind of difficult for different stakeholders that needs to, gather in order to organize Carnival. So after SSN, right after the carnival, right after the hurricane, the new board came together and assist to see how we can put a carnival schedule together, of course taking into consideration the financial budget that we will have and that we will get as well. So therefore, we find a way to put together a 5-day festivities in which you will find the main components of Carnival. So of course we make sure in those 5 days to have it very much compact in to make sure that we have what the people are looking for and what Carnival is all about in those 5 days. So yes, it is short, but it's definitely going to be sweet. So when I talk about the principal components of Carnival, I talk about, of course, the parades, I talk about the musical entertainments, and of course I talk about the food, and something that everyone is waiting on, of course, the Juve morning. So like I said, it's going to be short, but I'm pretty sure that it's probably going to be one of the best edition that the Carnival Committee has ever bring forth. So do not take into consideration, oh, it's short, but you know what they say. It's going to be short and it's going to be sweet, best one ever. So of course, inviting everyone to come out. Again, it's going to be happening on the waterfront. So again, all events are free. So you have no reason, we're taking into consideration the economical situation of everyone on the island, of course. So, asking people to come and pay tickets at, a certain price. So we find the perfect fit actually to be able to accommodate everyone in the particular situation that we are in. With canceling the carnival festivities was definitely out of the question for this carnival committee. So again, we find a ways to still have something fit to accommodate everyone, taking accordingly to the situation that we're in currently.